There's a subject I'm very passionate about. That subject is astronomy. Like many people who have an interest in astronomy, my curiosity was piqued at a very young age, when there was a close conjunction of the brilliant, shimmering planet Venus and the crescent moon in the night sky, and my neighbors pointed a telescope at that. I took one look through that telescope, and I was transformed. I was amazed at the beauty, the spectacle of this white, shiny object next to the dusky gray face of the moon. Wonderful and foreign all at once. I was inspired to learn more, to see more, to experience more. And anyone who has ever looked through a telescope and seen Saturn understands that transformational moment when you firsthand see something so dramatic. I decided to go out and deepen my knowledge and learn. And I found that there were amateur astronomers who get together in what they call star parties, where they get together with their telescopes, they look up in the sky, and that attracted me because I could learn in an experiential way, not looking in a book, not looking at photographs, but looking at the actual objects. Now, when you're out under the night sky with a bunch of astronomers, of course, we like the science. We talk about why that star is blue and that one is red. Or how big is the galaxy? And how far is it to the nearest galaxy beyond the Milky Way? But then we begin to talk about deeper subjects, like the Big Bang, origin. How did we get to where we are? Those questions flow naturally, automatically, when you're under that dark sky. People begin to think about the deeper questions of origin. Where did we come from? Why are we here? What is our destiny? What will be the ultimate fate of the universe? These are natural things that you feel, and under that night sky, we're inspired to have those conversations, to think about our place in the galaxy. Now, let me take a step backwards. When I was looking through that telescope for the very first time, what I felt was connectedness. Why? Let's think about that. When you look through a telescope, what you're doing is using a scientific instrument to gather photons. Photons of light that are traveling into our atmosphere. And you put your eye up in the sky, or you put your eye at that telescope, and it has gathered photons that now are focused and allow you to experience a brighter, more brilliant image of what's out there. And as an example tonight, if it was clear, we could go outside and see Jupiter in the southern sky. What's happening? Let's think about this. Light, photons that come from the thermonuclear reactions inside the sun travel for 40 minutes and bounce off the cloud tops of Jupiter, and they reflect in every direction across the universe. And if we go outside and stand out there and stare at that spot, we are intersecting those photons that have traveled off the cloud tops of Jupiter and travel into the telescope or into our eyes. I find that connectedness profound. Now, you might be thinking, we live in a big city. There's light pollution. How can I experience this? There are a couple things you can do. First of all, you need to get to a dark place, which means to me, no streetlights. You go to a park, the top of a building, you go to your garden, wherever you can find where the light is reduced. But the second thing, really important, if you were to walk outside and it was a clear night, you would say, I see a couple stars. No, you have to give yourself time. You have to be patient. The stars are there. I assure you, they will appear. And when they do, they invite you to think about a bigger picture. One that doesn't know about politics and identity and gender and race and religion. One that beckons you to ponder your place in the universe. And that, for me, is why everyone should look up into the night sky. Thank you.